Alright, good morning anatomy. So I just wanted to really quickly say, please do the study guide. You've had it for a while now. It's not required, however, highly encouraged. It helps you study, tells you what to study, and it's going to help you earn extra percentage points added to your test score. Use your binder, use your textbook if need be. Send me a remind message if you have any questions. That study guide, along with your binder, is due on due the day that you have part 1 of your test. Alright, as I promised, I review the test, or at least parts of it. You've got to know directional terms. You need to know that ventral and dorsal are the opposites of one another. So if I were to say your knee compared to the back of the knee, which one is ventral? Which one is dorsal? Let me know. The difference between inferior and superior. Superior. Inferior is lower down. So think about body parts that you could use that with. Also, think about sections. If I cut myself here, if I cut myself this way, here, a coronal cut. What are those cuts called? What's the difference between sagittal and mid-sagittal or median sagittal? Proximal, closer to the trunk of the body compared to lateral. You have got to know that 9-quadrant tic-tac-toe board. Please keep in mind left versus right-hand side. What are the 4 biggest or main elements in the human body? Think about the zoo diagram. Think about your projects, okay? The warrior and so on. What are the 4 big elements? What is the difference between a compound and a molecule? Could you tell them apart? How do you know if something is organic? It's organic if it has carbon in it. And remember the 4 major macromolecules: carbs, lipids, proteins, nucleic acids. So any carbohydrate like sugar, monodisaccharides, polysaccharides, any lipids such as fatty acids, triglycerides, all of those. Anything like cholesterol, anything like RNA and DNA, nucleotides, amino acids, those are all organic because they have carbon in them. You have got to know the 11 systems. We had a quiz and we had a worksheet over that. If I were to list some of the main organs or parts, could you say, oh, well, urinary bladder, that must be the urinary system. If I said, is the system involved with making babies, you would say reproduction. You need to look over those 11 systems again. Which element is the most abundant? So what did you have the most of from that chart for your group projects? What is energy? Define energy for me. All right. We have lots of a matching section. In the matching section, as I'm looking at it, do you know those regional terms? Like if I were to say orbital, eyeballs, umbilical, belly button, axillary, armpit area. Which system is responsible for response to stimuli? Which system is involved with heat production? Immunity. Which system, never mind, said that one. What macromolecule is made up of nucleotides? What type of molecule is made of monosaccharides? What is made up of amino acids? Looking at an element, you have the atomic symbol and the atomic number. Can you figure those out? What's the popliteal region? The patellar region? Why is calcium important? What's the job of calcium? Think back to day 2 of school, the first day we took notes. How would you define anatomy? How would you define physiology? And how are they related? Why are we in anatomy and physiology class? Why are we talking about them at the same time? You need to know the hierarchy. If we start